Hello there. Hello, how's it going? We are here for the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. This is a game that people have been looking forward to for a very, very, very long time. It was leaked, like, it was probably shown off, I think, in late 2020, but it was leaked 2 years prior, somehow. And it was weird because it was like a finished trailer that was leaked, but it just didn't get shown for 2 years. It's very bizarre. But yeah, so this is basically like an open world Harry Potter universe RPG, which is pretty exciting. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, I'm going to say this here instead of at the reaction portion for people who watch this part. For obvious reasons, J.K. Rowling's stance being pretty transphobic. You know, some people won't want to buy the game to support her because, you know, anything that you buy that's even vaguely Harry Potter related, she makes money out of it. It's just a fact. Not buying this game will not harm the devs. They will have already been paid. But there are people who do want to play the game for obvious reasons. Like, it's going to be a fun game. I'm pretty sure it's going to be an amazing game. And you may want to play it without supporting her. I have a solution to that. Buy it used. Almost every single physical retailer sells used games. Any that does sell a used game will have basically a game that just released like the next day or the day after that. Like, people just buy a game and then immediately return it for reasons, whatever they may be. And it will be perfectly fine. It will be perfectly working. It will basically be new, except it's used. And that way, you're not actually giving her any money. You're giving the retailer money. So, win-win. That's how I'm going to do it if I don't get a review copy, which I probably won't. So, problem solved. Let's go. That's the solution. Buy it used. It will be so much better that way. If you don't want to support the creator or the original creator, but you do want to support the game. And like, the thing is, the game's gonna do super well regardless. Like, there's no way it's not. It's a Harry Potter RPG. Okay, it's not in Harry Potter's time. I think it's set like many years prior. But even so, you know what I mean. It's gonna just do super well. But I'm excited to see what they got here. I think it's gonna be cool. As always, I guess if the audio is too quiet or too loud, please tell me, and I will boost it or lower it. Hello, Pixel. Hope you're doing well. Same to you, Harper. I'm doing all right. Looking forward to this. Should be interesting. I think that, you know, like, it's the legacy that it has puns. But the legacy that it has, just the fact that it was leaked years prior, and then it just like shadow announced during a Sony event. Just, you know, it's interesting. I think you know, it's one of the most hyped games of the past couple years because of how bizarre it is. In terms of what I think is going to happen today, I'm expecting a release date. It will either be late this year or early next year, and there is every chance it may get delayed depending on the scope of this game. Otherwise, I'm thinking we'll just see just a general chunk of gameplay, like a big variety. So how combat will work, what you get to do in your day-to-day around Hogwarts, and just general stuff like that. I think it'll just properly showcase what's going on.
Look at the magic brewing in Hogwarts Legacy.
But that should be cool. Let's go. And yes, I'm glad I have Twitch chat muted because I bet it's gonna be super fun in there. Yeah, it's funny because it's a tragedy. All she had to do was keep her transphobic views to herself. That's all she had to do. Big sads. Anyway, let's go. State of play. Hogwarts Legacy should be good. Do you know what else is going to be cool? The soundtrack. Guaranteed. Be an epic soundtrack.
Lumos.
So, mix of gameplay and in-game cinematics. Some camera angles just for trailer use. Makes sense. Cool. Okay. Oh, it's quite amazing though.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
I think like one of the things I'm most excited for are just side quests. Just taking part in side quests around the Wizarding World is so cool. So cool.
Welcome to Hogwarts
That better be
Legacy.
Quidditch.
You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the Wizarding world. You'll need
Sweet.
to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it to destroy wizard kind, as you may be the one that decides the fate of the entire Wizarding world.
Cool.
But before you can study magic and begin to solve these mysteries, you must create the witch or wizard you want to be.
Yes. Oh my god. I'm gonna create the
When you
thing that
arrive at
J.K. Rowling
Hogwarts,
hates.
you'll be seated
Yes.
in one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory,
Proud
you will meet
Ravenclaw.
up with your housemates in the common room. You will then need to attend classes, and you do have some catching up to do, as you were starting Hogwarts late as a 5th
Okay.
year.
So you are the new student.
This is
You'll
pretty
begin your
cool.
studies attending Charms, Defense Against
So
the
you're
Dark
wait, you're
Arts,
starting as a 5th year, so
Herbology,
you know
Potions
nothing,
classes,
or
to name a few.
it's like, all right, you've got 4 years to catch up on. Good luck.
Hello, class.
You
Please
start your
welcome the newest
owls in year
friends in our
5.
garden.
It's like, oh Christ,
Shall we begin?
you've got a
Welcome
tough
to
year.
Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you.
Yes.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Oh, I'm gonna annihilate you. Oh, that's cool.
You may begin.
Send him into the wall. Jeez. Oh, he's dead.
For a beginner.
Not bad for a beginner. You broke my back. It's nothing but, you know, some pumpkin juice
Here,
can't fix or
you'll meet
whatever.
your professors and learn to cast spells, grow magical plants, brew potions, and more. In between classes, you'll be able to explore the castle famous for its secrets, enchantments, and mysteries.
Cool.
You'll discover dungeons and secret passageways,
Oh, that's rad.
as
Okay.
well as challenging puzzles that will require magical skill and a clever mind to solve. You may
Okay.
even find yourself
Love
in
that kind of
iconic
thing.
locations you've never been able to explore before.
Oh, cool.
It's the late 1800s, so while the common rooms and classes may be familiar, most of your professors will not be. However, you may recognize a few faces.
All in good fun. Once Sir Patrick lets me join the Headless Hunt, I'll be right there with them. His offering is sure to win them over.
Don't forget why I'm here, sir.
You'll come to know this eclectic group of talented witches and wizards
Oh, I
in
wonder if
class
Peeves is gonna be in
and
the
while
game.
completing side assignments that
Maybe.
are part of a special curriculum. One's designed to help you catch up with the other 5th years at your own speed.
Yes, Quidditch.
Lumos.
Opportunities for adventure abound in the area surrounding Hogwarts. The magical abilities you learn to master through your schoolwork
I mean, it looks
will
really
soon become
pretty.
tested as you unravel a dangerous mystery
Oh,
by
that's going
working
in my top 10
alongside the
bridges.
accomplished And yet,
That is
enigmatic
rad.
Professor
Is it
Fig
technically
to
a
try
bridge,
and
though?
discover if the rumors of a mounting goblin rebellion hold any weight, and if the safety of Hogwarts lies in the balance.
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat he really is.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize.
The wizarding world of this era is fraught with dangers. Creatures corrupted by a magical force, powerful goblins, and sinister witches and wizards, all willing to fight, even kill, to achieve their own goals. In fact, there's an uneasy alliance between the goblins and dark wizards.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who is this child? Are you not telling me?
But perhaps you shouldn't involve yourself with that just yet.
Let's go.
Whoa. Okay, that can go into top 10 bridges. This is creating an actual bridge. Nice. This is actually pretty
Enemies
cool.
possess unique defensive and offensive abilities, including blasting curses, stunning spells, enchanted weaponry, and more.
And rocks with
While
R1
some
on
may
them.
attack directly, others might enchant and incapacitate you. Mastery of the shield charm allows you to deflect ranged spells and direct weapon strikes.
Has any wizard ever been able to wield two wands? Because
counterattack with powerful
like,
stunning charms.
that seems like
allowing you to
that would be a
follow up with
no-brainer,
extended
right?
Spell combinations.
For like having a sword and a shield, or two very powerful swords.
Students who become particularly adept at spellcasting will find many ways to exploit their enemy's weakness.
Yeah, this looks really cool. It just looks fun. And the thing is, like, obviously, like, let's say this releases end of this year. There's still got like 7-8 months left of development, so there's plenty more time to improve and add and etc. etc. You know, it's pretty cool. That's okay. That's pretty good.
Your professors do not understand to obliterate your strength.
Jesus. Okay. When you say obliterate, you really mean it.
Matching dozens of spells will let you define your combat style.
So is there going to be like a skill tree of sorts?
To become the ultimate duelist.
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time.
In addition to classes and spells, you'll have access to a deep set of upgrades, talents, and skills
There's the skill
to aid
tree.
your progression as a wizard. Complete challenges throughout the world to earn experience. Level up your abilities by choosing talents to upgrade your spells, plants, and potions to increase their power.
Sorry, you
Decide
just
which
become
talents best
invisible.
fit your playstyle to allow you
Excuse
to focus
me?
on your favorite
I thought
types
only
of
the
magic.
invisibility cloak could do that.
You can also loot, buy,
Unless
or
you magically
craft
have
your
it.
own magical gear.
Which I doubt.
That will increase your offensive and
Interesting.
defensive capabilities in combat.
I'm just being
Gear can
pedantic,
be
but still.
upgraded and specialized to allow for greater abilities for your chosen playstyle.
Pretty cool though.
A strong, even motion when cutting your ingredients.
Yeah, I imagine depending on your house, it's not really that different. Maybe Slytherin might be different just because of the nature of it, but I doubt it's that different.
Brew potions that can increase your power when you need a boost. Grow and deploy magical plants to mob the battlefield and keep your enemies at bay.
Yeah, the gameplay looks really fun.
You can even unleash deadly mandrake seedlings to
I quite like
incapacitate
that. That's actually pretty good.
In Beast
What?
Class, you will learn about a variety of magical beasts you might encounter.
It's so cute!
And as you explore the world surrounding the castle,
You can pet them all!
The goal of today is to remind all of you
Yes.
how to maneuver on a broomstick.
Oh,
safely.
yes. I mean, that's the
Learning
real
and
key.
mastering
How
broom
good
flight
does
is highly
this feel?
recommended
If it feels
so that
great,
you may travel
awesome. If
around
it
the world more
feels
quickly.
weird, then yeah.
my herbology homework.
You're despicable.
Some abilities may
Companion.
be
Sorry,
taught
was
to
that
you by
human
students who
Daffy
become
Duck?
your friends.
You're a
As you
despicable.
develop
Nice.
relationships with these schoolmates, they can accompany you on your journey as your companions.
Yeah, I'm gonna make friends.
And over time, you'll learn their stories.
This is our chance.
Natsai Onai is a brave adventurer driven by the justice she seeks.
Who's faster than
Poppy
you?
Sweeting has a kind heart and loves magical beasts, connecting with
It's
them
super
more easily
cute!
than with humans.
What happens now?
Unafraid of detention or breaking the rules
Sneaking in the restricted section again.
is Sebastian Sallow.
I mean, yeah, that was
Massive
very
Slytherin
purpose, for
Remember
sure.
this, boy. Triple cannot reverse a curse.
with
Like
a troubling
100% it
family
was.
secret.
Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
You'll meet these students and more as you explore common rooms, hallways between classes, and regular gathering areas.
Oh, sweet.
The room of requirement.
One of the most remarkable secrets of Hogwarts is known as the Room of Requirement.
Oh. You can just
You're
craft
introduced to this
stations
space that
to
seems
do
sense
stuff.
what you
That's
need,
nice.
and then provides it for you.
Oh, and it's got like a time limit, right? I see.
Since you need to catch up to your peers, the room provides space for you to sow and
Right, of
harvest
course.
plants,
Yeah, I
brew
briefly
potions,
forgot
and
that whole.
upgrade
You've
your
got
gear.
5 years worth of work to catch up on.
A helpful
Good
halfling
luck.
named Deke helps you discover vivariums that allow you to nurture your own menagerie of magical beasts.
That's pretty
What
cool.
is it? Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out.
You can freely customize this space to reflect your personality and magical specialties.
This is pretty cool.
Not everything you need on your journey is available at Hogwarts. You'll want to visit the nearby wizarding village of Hogsmeade, where loads of shops
Hogsmeade's
and
gonna look
vendors
so
can provide
different
you with
compared
the
to what we've
supplies you
seen,
require.
because obviously, like, it's 100 years prior.
From potion ingredients and recipes, to seeds for magical plants, to all sorts of gear. But Hogsmeade also has its dangerous side. A band of dark witches and wizards, emboldened by the turmoil of the times, wander the village outskirts. You must avoid them or defeat them. As you explore, you'll find the world surrounding Hogwarts is alive with activity, wonders, and areas of unusual interest.
The game
As
does
school
look
year
dark, but I
progresses,
really do like the
dynamic
lighting of
seasons
the
and
sky.
climates will fill the sky with lightning or sunshine, or coat the ground with snow or rain.
Cool.
Unique wizarding hamlets pepper the countryside, each with vendors and residents who have stories to tell, and missions with which they could use your assistance. Be on the lookout for enchanting magical puzzles that may very well have been designed by Merlin himself when he was a student at Hogwarts.
Is that
Magical
canon?
beasts
Like,
roam the lands outside the castle walls.
Merlin was at
Some of them
Hogwarts?
are
What?
by mysterious dark magic, while others are at risk
What
of
are these?
creatures and their traps. If you're feeling benevolent, you can rescue them and restore them to health in the Room of Requirement.
oh my god.
But there are dangers
Oh
beyond
my
your
god.
understanding
It's
in the
this
world
section in
as
the
well.
bank. Oh my
Dungeons
word,
and
that's
vaults
amazing.
hold perilous threats and
Sorry,
also
that's just
untold
like a
rewards.
redead from Zelda. Like,
Be careful where you choose to explore, as it may lead you down a darker path.
wait, really? You can...
Master spells.
Wait. You can just
Find
kill
new
everything?
allies, journey across a landscape never seen before. Uncover ancient secrets. Combat mystical threats.
Oh, that's very
learn
tempting.
long-forgotten mysteries. Become the witch or wizard you want to be as you leave your unique
That'd be
mark
so...
on the wizarding
like...
world.
Could I just go into Hogwarts and kill anyone?
In Hogwarts Legacy.
Presumably not, but... Huh. Intriguing for sure. Definitely gonna have to do an evil playthrough. It is still this year. Alright. Nice. Okay. That's pretty rad.
That was your first extended look at Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Now let's hear from the real wizards and witches behind the game.
Hey, developers.
The attention to detail and the passion and the love for this brand that the team has is astonishing.
Our team is so excited to take all of the love that they put into this as fans and give it to fans.
This is the game that they've dreamed of for 20 years. The lore of the Wizarding World is already so rich, and all we had to do was harness those elements and build a game out of it.
The movies, the books, they all touched me in such a way that it makes me want to go to experience Hogwarts, makes me put in so much more detail into this game.
I really like the concept art. It's very pretty.
We really want to make sure that anything we add or anything we play with or anything that we explore really feels authentic.
Bringing to life just the charm and the love, everything we have for the books, and then marrying that with the iconic experiences from the movies that fans will recognize is really just the perfect handshake between the two. Just the discovery of like seeing things portrayed for the first time. Maybe they've read something and had a picture in their head the whole time, but then finally to get to touch it, to walk around it.
You've got all these elements that can come together to create this amazing AAA open world action RPG.
When it comes to the open world, we just knew it wasn't going to be enough to just stare out of the windows of Hogwarts and wonder what it's like out there. But the final question that fans ask is, what's beyond that? What's beyond the Forbidden Forest?
Really cool that you actually... Oh yeah, of course you get to go to places like the Forbidden Forest and stuff. This is going to be awesome.
We had to answer those questions.
I wonder how big the game actually is.
We're creating
how
a real
far out do you
palette
go?
Of opportunities and ways to explore the world. You're going to see different stories.
I mean, the great thing
that
is
are
because you
really
can fly
exclusive
on your
to who
broom, you know,
were in the
it's
world.
going to be
Hogwarts Legacy
quite,
is an original story that takes
you know,
place in the
quick.
late
How
1800s.
there's probably a fast travel mode as well, but if you want to just travel, it's probably not that hard to get around.
Year, which is very unusual. So already there's a bit of an edge and a bit of a mystery.
The original story that we tell in the game is your story of what you did, you know, in the Wizarding World that you haven't seen before.
Or make our own magic with our story we're trying to tell.
Fans are familiar with the Wizarding World from, you know, the 1900s and on, really. But now, with this world, we're able to sort of create a space that's their own. Fans of the series will know that ancient magic has been around for a long time, to say the least, and that Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic. And the Avatar, the player, has the ability to sense it and possibly wield it or control it.
Our process of development started with rereading the books. And over development, we reread the books many times. Every time we'd start with a new feature, we'd dig into that. And then beyond, we would go into the films.
Yeah, because the films are gonna like create some of these iconic places as we sort of know it. Like we've seen what it looks like to a degree, but obviously because of it being so far in the past, you know, they can change it. Yeah, that's cool.
You always wondered, like, what is my common room supposed to look like?
It's close enough to the world that we know.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. Like, there's gonna be a lot for everyone, I think.
They'll recognize certain locations.
I recognize that doorway. I recognize that classroom.
But mostly, it's going to be an entirely new Wizarding World that no one's ever experienced.
When people engage in the Wizarding World, what's the one anchor? Like, what's the thing that everyone comes back to? What's the thing that grounds it all and grounds all these characters and grounds all these figures? And for us, we really felt like that answer was Hogwarts itself. That school, that famous school of witchcraft and wizardry, is really what binds it all.
How to bring Hogwarts to life. That was a very big challenge because, as everybody knows, Hogwarts is huge.
Now we need to know exactly how this passage connects to this passage for a game, because you're gonna have to walk it.
I hope they played the game, like the previous like PS1, PS2 games, to be like, oh yeah, no, this is how we should sort of like take inspiration here and there, because those games really do create a really great story and a great narrative and a great structure of what Hogwarts and the Wizarding World around it should feel and look like. So I hope they do take inspiration to a degree from that.
Having a world that is a breathing, living world is very hard to do because it's all about the details. And as a concept team,
well, that's the thing. The great thing about like
studied history, studied architecture.
You know, releasing this much gameplay now is people are going to give their feedback, and a lot of people might be like, "Hey, like, reshade this, like, change the lighting here and stuff," and they're gonna look at that. And I mean, some of it may not be done. The lighting does change quite a lot in the last like 6+ months. So if this is holiday, let's say November, October at a stretch, that's still 7 months' work left. So you know. That's pretty cool. No, I think it looks rad. I'm very impressed. It looks like a lot of fun. It should be a lot. It should be a good time. So
we truly hope you enjoyed the Hogwarts Legacy State of Play. Our team is so grateful for the excitement and for the passion that all of you bring to this. It's truly what fuels us. On behalf of our team at WB Games Avalanche, we want to thank you for being here today, and
thank you for all the work you've done, and I look forward to giving it a go later in the year.
That's our show.
But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. I'm pretty excited. Let me know what you think of it in the comments and stuff if you're watching this after it's gone live. And also, I mean, if you're watching this live, I'm gonna be streaming Mario Kart 8, the DLC, over on Twitch in a couple hours. So link in the description to the channel. I'll see you there.